And of course, these Brooklyn Nets, they've got these expectations of winning the whole thing. Let's see how they do. If they can stay healthy, they can be so tough. For the Boston Celtics, Harden is also a magician with the ball. Just perhaps not as flashy. Walker. Three-pointer from Kemba Walker way downtown. Durant guarding Tatum. Step back three. That's good. Whoa. Tatum is off to some start. Already, it's a 13-4 lead.
Durant is the kind of length to close on that step back or sidestep, and Tatum just that good.
Harris looked like he pushed off a bit. Tatum, they were the second highest scoring team in the NBA, the Nets. Number one in field goal percentage. Fournier went for the steal, and Durant burns him. Walker drives on Griffin. Little stutter dribble. Pull-up jumper. And Kemba Walker continues his fine play. Walker kicks it out. Fournier. High arcing three-pointer. Celtics 4 of 7 from downtown. The rookie who's had a good second half of the season. Irving against Fournier. Well defended. Irving gets by him and lays it in. Another move from Kyrie Irving. Jabari Parker. Too strong. Williams tips it out beautifully to Nesmith, and Nesmith drills the three. Robert Williams has already had a big impact.
So much has been said about their big three. How do you like the way that you've matched up so far against them defensively?
They were with Claxton, Shamet, Jeff Green, and Joe Harris. Harris on the drive. Nice fake. Shot is good. Harden drives, gets inside, flips it up short. Rebound Parker. Quick outlet. Here comes Tatum. Tatum goes right inside and banks it home. Parker on Harden. Harden gets inside, feeds, deflected. Tristan Thompson was there to help out. And Pritchard pushing it up the other way. Parker, no hesitation, drills the three.
Case and help defense, they've been solid.
Harden flips it up. Tough shot. He thought he got bumped. Turnover Brooklyn. Dangerous pass from Parker. Here comes Harden. Floats it up, and Claxton throws it down. A terrific teammate.
You and I were talking, Mike, about this. He's been the key to their season. He's the key to the whole thing. Good backdoor cut. Because here's the fact, and they played great without Kyrie, right? Like, James raised the level of everybody, and now Kyrie comes back, and he knows, okay, I've got a real one here. As Kyrie gets in it, they can't buy a three, Mike. James is 0 for 3. They're 0 for 10.
Tatum gets by the defense, high off the glass. Already 15 points. We're just midway through the second. Now guarding Durant at the other end. Durant off the dribble. Pull off baseline jumper. Because he plays so hard, reckless abandon, he has really helped them. Durant inside, and a nice backdoor cut pass from Blake Griffin. Parker's always been a talented offensive player. It's the other end of the floor that he has struggled at times. Robert Williams on a nice feed from Smart. Smart. Three-pointer. Got it. Marcus Smart from downtown.
They're outscoring them by 21 from the three-point line, Mike. It's the difference in this first half.
Kyrie Irving spins against the rookie left-handed. Oh, sweet move from Kyrie Irving. Tatum kicks it out. Smart wide open for three. Knocks down another. His third three-pointer of the night. The lead back up to 9.
24 zip from the three-point line, and we said it. Somebody besides Kemba and Jason has got to score it, and Joe gets one back.
Griffin guarding Tatum. Tatum, beautiful feet inside, and Williams with the slam.
Last two buckets are Jason Tatum.
It has been a fun start to the NBA postseason. Fournier rattles that one in. Evan Fournier from downtown, 9 three-pointers, 9 of 17 for Boston. Irving for three. Can't answer. Long rebound out to Griffin. To Durant. On the pull-up. He is a mid-range assassin. Some great three-point shooting. Tatum to Williams, but he fumbled the pass. Here come the Nets. Brown goes inside. Layup is good.
That's what I was talking about in the open. The transition, Mr. Strahan
said, and I did notice that Kevin Durant was one of the first players back out onto the floor after halftime, getting some extra shots up. Looks like it's working so far.
Shot clock at 7. Harden, step back three. That's good.
Wow.
Smart tries another three. He was hot early. It's Thompson comes flying in. Walker stops, pulls up, jumper's good. Kemba Walker just 2 for 9, knocks that one down for his 3rd field goal. Kyrie Irving connects on a 3, ties it up. 12 points for Irving. Such a skilled player, and the passing always a big part of it. Durant a 3, got it. Kevin Durant from downtown.
Really smart IQ on the basketball floor. So much to like about Jeff Green.
He wants to keep playing. As Durant knocks it down, Durant coming alive. He's got 25. He could just, the potential to score points in a hurry as Harden drills the 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, 31-23 advantage on the backboards for the Nets. Doing the job on the defensive end right now there.
Kyrie Irving off the glass. 14 points for Kyrie Irving. The lead back up to 8. Smart goes inside, kicks it back out. Tatum's got a great wide open look. Just can't get it to fall. The tip misses. Thompson again lays it up, and the foul.
Desperately needed, Mike. Desperately needed. Been moments where some of the passing has been sloppy.
Irving. Oh, Kyrie Irving drills it. Little shake and bake. Tatum shuffles it out. Smart behind the back, drives, reverse layup. Off the glass is good.
Wow.
Irving doubled, finds Brown. Brown to Green. Harris, catch, fires, connects. Joe Harris, his 2nd 3-pointer.
Moves the ball. Just quick decision. Get it out of your hands to a good shooter.
And Marcus Smart, that's a big bucket. You don't want to. Durant again, pull up, hand at his face, no problem.
Kevin in the middle of the floor and say, Jabari, get down in the stance and do something defensively.
Marcus Smart does something offensively. Smart now with 17 points. Smart behind the back to Neesmith, fakes inside. Robert Williams shot it right there, but Williams on the 2nd effort. And the Nets lead cut to 3. A stretch of the season with that turf toe. Harden slips inside and gets the layup.
Time Lord getting down in the stance. See, they can hunt whatever matchup they want. Time Lord just said, I'm not having it.
Tatum inside, and Robert Williams throws it down. Throws it back up, Shamet. Shot clock winding down. Harris on the drive, goes inside. Can't get to the fall. Tipped in by Claxton.
I love this young man, Mike. Came in here playing his best basketball of the season.
And shooting so well, but not tonight. Smart to Fournier, and Fournier able to flip it up and in.
Everybody pulling in.
Smart guarding his former teammate, Kyrie Irving, who drills it. 18 points for Irving. Again, just the 9th game that Irving, Harden, and Durant have played together this season. Irving for 3. Puts it in. Kyrie Irving.
Out on point with your defense, and he burns you.
Durant with the steal. And an easy flush. Tristan Thompson and Jason Tatum got caught. As the Celtics have watched Brooklyn go on a 9-0 run. Robert Williams back in. Kemba Walker fires. Can't hit. Williams on the follow. Gets inside. Fournier nearly took it away. Out to Harden. Harris back to Harden. Drives. Kicks it out. Green. Corner 3. The tip is good. Irving comes flying in and tips it. Green now on the drive. Up top to Harden. Harden kicks it back out. Jeff Green for 3. It's good as the shot clock expires. And that makes it a 15-point game with under 3 to play. Only 18 points. Say only for him. He's okay with that, and I think that's going to be the key to their success. Irving gets it inside. And Brooklyn starting to put this one away. It's to the way, but they pull away here in the 4th and win it 104-90.
And still weren't satisfied with their play.
Tristan Thompson going against Kevin Durant. Nets control.
Which is a real big flex right there, if you will. Typically something that someone says in the preseason, not in the first round of the playoffs, is Kemba Walker attacking, not settling into it there with Durant. Something to keep an eye on how these officials call this game.
Kenny Bauer with the call. Nice pass inside for Griffin, who had a very quiet game.
Elite, off the charts. Beautiful execution on that play Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires for three and hits.
Boston shooting on that basket, looking into the sun. Be interesting to watch.
Particularly because as Kemba Walker is able to knock it down, is Harden off the dribble. One bounce pass handed by Griffin, who he just shovels it to Irving. The big story for Boston the other night was the play of the backup center, Robert Williams, who had 9 blocked shots. He's coming off the bench. The Thompson starting as Harris is able to knock it down for the Celtics. Then they beat the Wizards as Tatum put up 50 points against Washington. Nice move, 2 nice moves by Irving to score.
Progresses.
Walker missing the shot. Here comes Irving looking for the 3. Harris shoots the 3. Yes. Joe Harris from downtown.
And they really feel like the playoffs is where they'll work everything out here. And when I asked Blake Griffin about that big 3, he's been accustomed to a big 3 as a non-big 3 member. Joe Harris knocks down a 3.
Jason Tatum, 1 for his first 4 after the 6 for 20 in game 1. Harris for 3 again. 14 points over the first 6 minutes for Joe Harris. The steal by Harris. Drives and hits. Jeff Green, a one-time Celtic, has just come on for Harris. And Robert Williams, who just checked in, guarding Green, who hits right over him. And Fournier controls. Fournier on the drive, goes to the scoop and is able to hit off glass. Robert Williams, a major problem for the Nets in game 1. He had missed 5 of his previous 7 games because of a turf toe, and there's Williams putting it down. He had 9 blocks, Grant. Irving had a notion. Now Irving to the paint, flips it out. Here's Durant. Yes. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Durant with the lead. That's too easy.
Sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball. And right on cue, Jabari Parker.
Offensive foul on Parker, so Shabbat leads Boston to 3 foul calls. Harden with the bucket, and he is fouled. Fournier doubled. Pritchard nearly went up and down. You can hear the crowd react. Slapped up and missed by Tristan Thompson. And then it's put home. We saw Jason Tatum last week on fire with that 50-point explosion of the play-in game against the Wizards. He and Kemba Walker led the way. This is Landry Shamet drilling it for 3.
He's been able to score 14 points off of those turnovers. Almost 16 if Jeff Green was able to complete that alley-oop from Harden.
Harden makes the move on Fournier. Scores, yes, and it counts. Primarily due to a strained hamstring. All after that brilliant start, open lane for Tatum. And Tatum continues to have his problems. He's 2 for 13 since halftime of game 1.
Flat, out of sorts, not hitting shots. Give credit, though, to this Nets defense.
Shabbat on a reverse. Walker spins in, goes down, lost his footing. It's recovered by Langford. Gets it to Thompson. And he is able to score. Did all 7 of his free throws. Blake Griffin is back. Shovels it over to Harris.
Coming off wide open, feeling it. And his team is looking for him and finding him.
Durant, pretty pass.
Fournier hitting that shot there, but it's just too much Brooklyn here early and getting whatever they want on the offensive end. And Kevin Durant,
with the big 3 all back intact. That's the same tonight, but really putting on a display at the offensive end this evening. Nice pass, and Williams puts it down. Has been intact. Last night was the 9th, so 8 times during the regular season. Nice play as Williams is able to hit on that lead pass. The Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young, Grizzlies and Jazz are the second of the twin bill. Walker on a step back.
I was surprised that he shared that. Said that he might have been pressing. The The fact that the crowd was there, we heard Steve Nash talk about that and how it may have impacted his team as well.
Their franchise history in terms of playoffs. In 1986, they had 73 in the first half against the Milwaukee Bucks. Should say Kevin Durant hearing it from the crowd. Here's Jason Tatum was able to get through the wall.
He was determined on that play. Tatum getting to the rim and following his coach's advice by attacking and not settling.
And Harden.
Double team Durant in the post. Harden makes you pay from downtown.
Tristan Thompson. 3-point line in game one. Different story here tonight. Net turnover. Walker moves it across. Walker got the step. Walker on a reverse.
Wasn't in the act of shooting, though. He didn't have possession.
No foul. They just... Ball was knocked out of bounds. Guess who? Number 3. Games 3 and 4 in this series. Friday and Sunday night at the TD Garden in Boston. Fournier off balance 3.
All of the shots here have been tough for Boston because of this defense. Almost like Brooklyn looked disinterested on defense during the regular season, but now...
Oh! Blake Griffin hears it from the crowd. A vicious dunk by Griffin. Has had some strong performances.
You talk about DeAndre Hunter, has not played in this series. Great ball movement and finish. Blake Griffin, once again, with the left hand.
Give it time. We just don't have enough things to do, you know?
Oh.
Nice move by Kemba Walker. It's Boston ball. Walker, played by Durant. Walker thought he was fouled. Comes back the other way for a three-pointer by Smart. 4 minutes to go in the third. A 96-71 lead for the Nets, trying to go 2-0 in this best of 7. Kevin Durant now with 22 points. Foul is on Shamet. Here's Smart for 3, and he banked it home. Marcus Smart. So Kyrie with 11 points. That's his first 3. It's a 3-point duel at this point. All right, here's Kyrie Irving, played by Marcus Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. Has the bucket.
With Tatum as well, and Kemba Walker was the 5th option. But he's been asked to do more this season and in this series.
The nice touch by Durant. Brad Stevens going to his bench now. Oh, and it's Durant on the block shot. Grant Williams with a 3, so it's 111-87. Harden comes right back from downtown. From the floor, that was Romeo Langford who was able to put it home. Nets did defeat the Celtics. It wasn't a particularly solid all-around performance, as Shamet is able to bang it home off glass. The big 3 back in action for 2 straight games. They'll make it a record of 8 of 10 in the win column as Grant Williams.
A bit of a transitional season for this ball club. You know, you think in years past, Horford, Kyrie Irving, Hayward, solid veterans who know how to play. And
the Nets take a 2-0 lead in this best of 7, games 3 and 4, Friday and Sunday night. The Nets with the 2-0 lead in the playoff series for the first time since their 2004 series against the Knicks.
So a huge task for these Boston Celtics, badly outplayed in game 2. Inside, layup, reverse won't go. Tristan Thompson's tip misses. First, Kemba Walker missed 29 games in the regular season with the knee problems. Joe Harris knocks down a 3. How about the start from Harris in game 2? Stevens telling us that earlier today as Durant fires up a 3. And the long distance dialing in early for the Brooklyn Nets. 7 assists. Hasn't had to explode offensively scoring. Steps back, knocks down the 3. And Harden with 10 points in the first couple of minutes. Start 2 for 10. Harden back to Durant. Durant pass gets to Harden. Joe Harris 3-pointer. That's good. Now what a start for the Nets. Durant double blocked from behind by Tatum. Tatum goes at Blake Griffin, gets inside, lays it up and in. Tatum fakes, now drives on Durant, flips up a wild shot, he puts it in. He thought he got fouled as well.
Driving from the slot right to the rim.
Harden's step back three is good. James Harden, 4 for 4 from the field. He's got 13 points.
Get to his spot.
Smart drives on Griffin, gets inside, draws the foul, shot's good, and one.
Well, draw the foul.
Celtics started 2 for 11. They've hit their last 5 from the field to cut it to 7. Durant gets inside, shoots over Tatum. That's just indefensible. Durant guarded by Tatum. On the baseline, puts it in. Kevin Durant now 4 of 6 from the field, 9 points here in the first.
Sunday, 36 hours later, 17,000.
I know. Langford tries. Langford hits. Does it against Claxton. Shot clock winding down. Tatum steps back. Shot is good. Tatum double figures already here in the first quarter.
But let's arrest them when they do something like that.
Tatum with a steal on a bad pass from Claxton. Sets, fires a three. Got it. Jason Tatum from downtown. To 14, now down to 8. Smart three-pointer. Bang! Marcus Smart. And the Celtics have the lead.
Him being out will impact them and is a negative.
Nice lob. Harden to Claxton. Green has plantar fasciitis in his left foot. He's Tatum inside, flips it up, shot won't go. Tristan Thompson battling on the offensive boards. He's one of the elite offensive rebounders in the game. Tatum against Claxton, step back corner three. It's good. Jason Tatum now with 16.
And good minutes. DeAndre Jordan hasn't played so far, but he's given him good minutes as Langford hits another three. And
how about this performance here in game 3? Shot clock at 5. Harden to Harris. Harris leans in. Back to Thompson. Thompson aggressive. Nice fake. Right-handed, flips it up and in. Tristan Thompson, 10 points and 7 rebounds. Griffin guarding him. Wild pass, Langford. Langford finds Fournier. Fournier, nice turnaround shot. Rattles around and drops through. That's his first field goal.
And that all started out of the double team of Tatum, getting the ball moving.
Harden gets inside and easily scores. Irving so far 0 for 3, hasn't scored, has a couple of assists. Gets in the paint, Pritchard plays him well, but Irving, little double clutch there, gets his first bucket. And the lineup changes and the different roster moves.
Again, it's easy to coach, Mike. You coach and you win with talent in this league. I can't overemphasize that enough.
Knows that.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Like that talent right there.
That talent has 13 points here in the first half. Nice feed inside. Williams passed up a layup. Back out to Tatum for 3. And that's good. He gets the bounce. 19 first half points for Tatum. Blake Griffin. The spin move. The finish is good. He got hit in the head too. And then he caroms into Tatum as he goes up the floor while he was arguing with the official. Playing with great energy on the defensive end. Tatum gets inside and finishes. A 21-point first half for Tatum.
Tatum, with a head of steam, got to the rim.
Durant the runner and banks it home. Really pleased with how he's acclimated himself with his new team. Fournier gets inside, comes up short. Thompson. That's his 7th offensive rebound.
I don't know what the record is for offensive rebounds in the first half.
Durant knocks down another. Well, the most offensive rebounds in an entire NBA playoff game.
Control of the basketball. Took advantage of Blake Griffin's switch.
Smart to steal. Behind the back goes to Thompson for the slam. And the Celtic defense instrumental in this turnaround. He left the team. He told the fans that he was going to resign. He even talked about raising his number in the rafters as Durant knocks down the three-pointer. Kemba Walker goes down the lane, layup short, right there on the follow. Thompson, but he can't finish. Harden back to Durant and the slam. Tatum Baseline turnaround is good. 29 for Tatum.
Kyrie Irving in every two-man game.
Harden short with the rebound deflected back out and goes to Durant, and Durant knocks down his third three-pointer. Timeout, Boston. Again, that 7-foot length, tough at the other end. Tatum the spin, back up to Smart. One dribble, three-pointer. It's good. Marcus Smart, his third three-pointer.
Fast and get stopped. I don't even care if your hands are up. Just don't foul on those type of shots.
And part of the problem is you're running. That's just another bonehead foul right there.
Langford isolated all alone with Kevin Durant. Drives the runners up and good. Jab step Tatum. Up top Smart. Three-pointer. It's good. Marcus Smart. Another big game. He's got 21. The lead back up to 7. Smart right back to Tatum. Kyrie Irving guarding him. Draws the foul. Shot's good. And one. Jason Tatum with a chance for a three-point play. And the lead has been up now to 13. Tatum. Little stutter step. Crossover. Step back. Three-pointer. Puts it in. Jason Tatum on fire. He's got 38.
Give him the basketball and get out of his way.
Marcus Smart back to Tatum. Tatum pulled back a two-pointer. It's good. Jason Tatum's got 40.
Wonder how many are on Durant and how many are on everybody else.
Harden answers with a three-pointer. And I'm still a long way to go, but they're up 14. Kemba Walker three-pointer. Oh, and the follow. Tristan Thompson does it again. 9 offensive rebounds, 19 points, 13 boards overall. Harden the step back and the foul. James Harden with a chance for a 4-point play. Harden, corner three-pointer. That's good. James Harden now with 33 points. That's his 6th three-pointer. Make that 36 points for Harden. Irving, long distance. Kyrie Irving drills the three-pointer. And Brad Stevens calls timeout.
When you taught blocking out and somebody actually did it.
Tatum against Irving. Tatum turns, fires, connects. Jason Tatum, 42. Shot clock down to 9. Pass inside to Brown. Bruce Brown throws it back out. Irving's open, left corner three. It's good. Kyrie Irving with a couple of big threes here in the fourth. And it's back to 7.
Again, get the switch that you like and take advantage of it.
Tatum gets inside and banks it home. He is unstoppable right now. Against a team with 3 elite closers. Celtics got one. He's got the ball. Kicks it out. Fournier, three-pointer. It's good. Evan Fournier, a big bucket for Boston. This guy on the floor with rebounds. Walker off the bounce. Foul line jumper. Got it. Shot clock at 8. Smart the drive. Tough shot for Smart is up and good. 12-point game with under 3 to play. Harden for 3. Puts it in to Walker. Up top Tatum. Durant the long reach. Tatum crossover pull-up jumper. It's good. 50 points for Jason Tatum. It's a 7-point lead. Harden fakes. Harden fires. Three-pointer. Short. No good. It's over. Jason Tatum with a masterpiece, putting the Celtics on his.
Romeo Langford in his 2nd year. He missed most of the season after wrist surgery. He gets the start.
The pick and roll game will be a little bit different with Marcus Smart running it. And then you insert Langford and Smart up early with the shot.
Okay, Marcus Smart. He's more than just a playmaker. They go from just shy of 5,000 for game 3 up to over 17,000 here tonight. Seats are optional right now as Tatum fires a 3.
Not going to get a lot of looks at times, depending on the flow of the game, but get Joe Harris involved early in this game.
Marcus Smart hits another 3, his 2nd already. Kyrie Irving quickly on the attack. Nobody does it better. Kyrie Irving in transition. His first shot is a miss. Here's Tatum with Durant on him. Tatum spins. Tatum scores.
I mean, that's straight one-on. really feel the energy from the crowds and what it brings to the table for your home team.
There's Evan Fournier, the follow by Langford. What a moment this is for Romeo Langford, second-year player out of Indiana, had right wrist surgery as Kevin Durant tries to quiet him down. Needless to say, open for business in the sports world in Boston here this weekend as Tatum takes the contact, he scores, and another three-point opportunity here. First quarter, see Tyler Johnson on the floor running the point for the Nets, and there's Durant all the way in for Boston, and Tatum on the cut to the rim, missed the layup. He thought he was fouled. Here's Kyrie Irving for three, cash.
I mean, how quickly, 5-point swing, able to knock in that three.
Kyrie's got 8. Here's Fournier now. Gets to the paint. Little runner is good. And a foul as Evan Fournier scores inside. Back to your point about Nash, though, he says that about his team with great ISO players as Durant goes ISO and scored 2 days ago, Friday night in Game 3. Kevin Durant gets by Parker. That is no contest right there. Kevin Durant blows right by Parker.
Just had the unfortunate situation of all of the injuries, but if he can add some value, put some points on the board, this Boston team has a shot here.
Pritchard all the way. The seas parted for him. 1 out of 2. 3-point Boston lead. And last chance at a shot here for Brooklyn as Durant goes to work on Tatum, knocks down a mid-range jumper. Missed a lot of time himself with knee injuries. Second-year player out of Georgia, could be a factor defensively as James Harden. A lot of these guys have played in front of crowds like this, even though they've been in the league a couple of years. The bubble experience and a run to the Eastern Conference Finals was with no fans. Pritchard knocks down a three. Forced the steal, turnover Brooklyn, and Pritchard gives it right back. He thought he was fouled. Here's Joe Harris. Brooklyn would love to get him going a little bit. On a cut to the basket, Harden throws it down. Now Harris. Tyler Johnson rises up over Ogilvy. That's a beautiful stroke. 11-3 Nets run. Harden with 5 of those 11. Took just 1 field goal attempt in the first quarter. Knocked down a couple of free throws in the first, and he finds Joe Harris this time. Harris led the NBA in three-point percentage this year for the second time in his career. Somehow that pass finds Smart. He's fouled, and Smart will go to the line for an and-one opportunity. Difficult when they're playing good defense. They've had their problems this year defensively. Harden gets right by Fournier to a strong hand, scores with the left.
That's why James Harden took his time patiently and then able to waltz right down and get an easy layup.
Here goes Harden. Little sidestep, gets right by Thompson. Harden again to the basket.
For them, it's trying to get to an Eastern Conference championship and also to a championship period. So
Harden again finds Irving. Late clock here. Got to put one up. Three-pointer on its way and good. Kyrie Irving with 15 now. Nets have opened up a 10-point lead, 54-44. Here's Evan Fournier. They're going to need it. They get it. Fournier is a very good shooter as a member of the Orlando Magic. Now Fournier trying to check James Harden. Harden goes to the right hand this time. Finishes with a left hand. Both of these teams are missing big pieces. Boston losing Brown was a major hit for them this year. Brown out with that wrist injury, wrist surgery as Kyrie, little finger roll with a left hand.
Get a shot in that situation.
Boston led by 1 after 1 quarter, 34-33. And long range hit. Brooklyn has had a big second quarter after trailing by a point at the end of 1. Smart with Brown on him, clears the deck, and Smart scores. Langford switches on to him. He's a good defender, but a young player. Irving flashes to the middle. Irving rises up off the window over Grant Williams. Durant with Grant Williams on him. And Durant, they clear it out, and he'll take it, and he'll knock it down. Boy, there is no defense. A little over 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Harden goes to work. Fournier's on him, shakes him. Harden scores.
He didn't shake him.
James Harden with 15 points in the quarter. Tatum kicks it to Fournier. Got it. just before the clock expired. Fournier hits a corner three.
Look at the beginning of this third quarter, see if they're able to clean up some of that stuff on the defensive end.
Here's Kevin Durant. And Durant gets loose for the first shot, rattles one home, the king of the mid-range. Vaccinations are up across the country, certainly encourage that. It's great to see fans in the stands as Tatum finally gets one to go. Been a lot of paint swapped inside as well. Durant for three. Got it. Through that second quarter and starting this third, they're up 18 points. Brooklyn. And now Tatum on the back cut gets right by Durant. Nice find, and Tatum scores again. Should ahead. Romeo Langford. Numbers here. Langford, KD there defending. And the Nets get the ball back. Man, what a horrible transition opportunity for Boston, and Griffin scores on the other end.
And I think you'll see DeAndre Jordan have more minutes, be more critical part to the Brooklyn, in particular on the defensive end. You see KD pull up for another jump shot. Let me tell you something.
24-point Brooklyn lead. Tatum, little turnaround is good. Man, so much skill. And Jason Tatum.
Happened to occur too is so critical, and that totally changes. Look what happened with Anthony Davis today. Earlier when he went out, see Fournier with it, when he went out the game.
Led by 13 at the half. And now up 100 to 77, 23-point advantage. Kyrie Irving makes it a 26-point lead. And Jaylen Brown. And you do start to wonder where the Celtics can go offensively as Durant knocks down a jumper sitting at 83.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Celtics don't have a lot of offensive weaponry with weapons without Jaylen Brown, of course, and Kemba not on the court.
There goes Tatum. Nice finish at the rim for Jason Tatum. Shut out in the second quarter. Tatum still dealing with that groin injury, remember. So we'll see how long they're going to let it ride as Durant just keeps on pouring it in. Made 29 field goal attempts, only missed 12 in those two quarters, the second and third. Irving is just sending silencer after silencer up. Parker with a rebound. You mentioned Jabari Parker. I mean, it is an incredible story that he's made it back to this level. A lot of hard work went into it as he knocks that one down. But two ACL injuries back to back. He's still only 26 years of age, Jabari Parker.
And James Harden, speaking of that, not only losing, but how you lose. And then in the last game, see a great defensive play that time by James Harden, gives it back up. See if Boston can score the ball.
Yeah, Romeo Langford.
The unnecessary mental error fouls that we got to eliminate.
Durant once again. Durant, Irving, Harden all playing 38 minutes. Bodies on the floor. And Brown, that play has worked all night long. Harden, by the way, accounted for 68 of the 141 points when you add his assists. So it wasn't just Kyrie Irving and KD. Robert Williams will not play either for the Celtics. So not only are they up against it down 3-1, but they're without some significant pieces. And the Celtics with Tatum at the controls. Went for 50 and 40 in his last two games, and he's got the first two here tonight. Romeo Langford joining it with some of their younger players, Peyton Pritchard and Aaron Nesmith. We'll see how they go along in this game. So the Nets are 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Marcus Smart will let one fly. Now he's missed 9 consecutive threes going back to game 4. Thought he was fouled. Harden on the take, and Harden scores as Fournier hits the deck. Exit. Marcus Smart open again, and he misses again. Up ahead on the run out is Kyrie Irving, who elevates and scores.
Showing off his bops just a little bit, like throwing it down without touching the rim. I love it.
Evan Fournier hits a three-pointer for the Celtics. Harden gives it back to Harris. Harris on the drive, and Harris finishes inside.
Yeah, how quickly I rattled that off. That was... I even amazed myself on that one.
Here goes Kyrie Irving, and Irving scores the layup. One of the great finishers.
He's one of my 800 teammates. You know, I had 800 teammates that played for 12 teams, but we were together in Miami. And just because you put a plan together doesn't mean it's going to play out.
Landry Shamet pulls down the rebound. You got to wonder if Smart is starting to get in his head with all these missed threes now. Smart continues to struggle. He's 0 for 4, and on the other end, cash it in. Kevin Durant. Game all tied at 19 as we get to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. In game 4, Boston led by 1 at the end of 1. Tatum shakes Claxton. That's a big man to shoot over.
You know, Claxton had a hand in a couple offensive rebounds.
Denied by Durant. Neesmith going to the rack, and Durant with a block. In transition come the Nets. A lead by Harden, and Durant scores. And Durant has been one of the primary defenders on him, especially in crunch time. Oh, some nifty dribbling by Kyrie Irving. Went full Uncle Drew right there.
Jason Tatum, the last 30 seconds, and you have the timeout.
And Irving cashes in with a three-pointer on the other side.
But you would think that you want to slow up, cut down on the possessions if you're the Celtics. It's a beautiful pass to Claxton inside.
And Fournier late in the clock comes up short. Claxton been dealing with a lot of injuries, had a right knee injury the first 32 games as Shamet finds some space to run free. Nice find. And the Nets are up 8. Harden with the assist. Harden's got 6 assists already. Peyton Pritchard responds with a...
But, you know, that right there is a little skewed, like numbers don't tell the whole story. Look at the teams that and the players. And speaking of players, that's why he has an opportunity.
At any level was a consultant with the Golden State Warriors. Here's Harris on a 3. That is one of the sweetest strokes. Harden's got 16.7 assists already and 6 rebounds. Perhaps on his way to a triple-double. The big 3 on the floor now. Kevin Durant for 3. Cash. He knows he's got a lot of options and a lot of weapons.
And it was my pleasure to play with Steve, and that's just that right there. Just, you know,
never know how a series changes. You fight as long as you can, and that's been the message for Brad Stevens and the Celtics leading up to tonight as Evan Fournier rattles one home for Boston. Looking for help. Boy, the Nets are really closing out well. This is a good defensive possession for them. Smart lets Kyrie Irving go by and finally hits a three-pointer. Heat check by Smart. This time no good. 4-point Brooklyn lead. And that one's true. Irving's second 3. There goes Tatum. A strong finish by Jason Tatum.
Oh, an easy foul to pick up by Marcus Smart.
Oh, missed badly. Thompson hit the deck as well. Wasn't there for the offensive board. Here goes Kyrie Irving. Oh, a little sidestep. Kyrie Irving, a little euro and a finish at the rim.
Onto those opportunities when you have them, and then again, make this Brooklyn team beat you with a hand in the face.
Yeah, Romeo Langford. Nice extra pass by Jason Tatum. Tatum and Durant matching up against each other on both sides of the floor. A good part of this game. Fournier guarding Harden, and Harden gets the contact and 1 for James Harden. It has been a struggle. Fournier now on Durant. Durant backs him down. Here's Joe Harris. Passed it up. Harris on the drive. Leaves it. Griffin throws it down. See if Boston has an answer here. Fournier on the take. Little runner is good. Friendly bounce. Evan Fournier scores. He's got 9, averaging just shy of 15 in this series. Kyrie Irving back to Griffin, and Griffin right there once again.
You hit that roll, you can't help off the corners, and Blake is going to be free to roll and get those opportunities like that with Kevin Durant.
Brooklyn closing it off at every pass. Back in the hands of Tatum with Griffin on him. They're hunting Griffin whenever they can. And Tatum hits a 3 for the Celtics.
Boston on a 7-0 run, and you do that by getting stops. This time Kyrie was able to beat that defense right out the timeout. It's in the last few possessions here.
Brooklyn back to a 9-point lead. Here's Tatum now. He's got Brown on him. He just backs him in. And at 6'9", Jason Tatum with the finger roll. And Brown in the corner. Comes up empty. Smart with a rebound. Smart wants to push. Going after Shamet. Gives it up. Romeo Langford for 3. Will enter for the Celtics. Jabari Parker is out. Shot clock late here. Durant over Langford. And Durant, he has been so good all playoffs long. 5th game of the series. Down 3-1. Facing elimination tonight. Long two. Tatum is cash money. Jason Tatum hits. Claxton gets a touch here. Thompson on him. 3 quick team fouls on the Celtics as Harden knocks down a tray. James Harden. Fournier guarding Harden. A lot of dribbling right here. Lost the handle briefly. Now some movement. Here goes Harris. Gives it up. Claxton. A two-handed jam. With Kevin Durant and Nicholas Claxton. Claxton's got 6. He's got 4 rebounds. Tatum answers with a 3-pointer.
Over and under, you think you get it?
I'm saying that is a done deal.
Come on, man.
Pulls a string. Fournier trying to stay with him. Gets by him now. Loses him. Scores it. They're going to be an offensive foul. It is. James Harden picks up number 5. Come to Celtics. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Boston playing for their playoff lives. Fournier is fouled and 1. Evan Fournier goes across the lane the rest of this quarter. So now Brooklyn goes small here. Claxton out. Gave him great minutes tonight. Durant for 3. Got it. Kevin Durant pours it in from 3-point range. The lead is 11 as Durant now with 19. There's a steal. Bruce Brown snuffed it out. Gives it to Kyrie Irving. 3-pointer is good. Back-to-back threes. Durant and Kyrie Irving. And by the way, James Harden now a triple-double. Big possession for the Celtics. Fournier with a reverse. Marcus Smart trying to stay with Harden. Cash money. They all hit, and all from the same spot. What a burst by the Brooklyn Nets here in this 4th quarter. They're up 17 now, and Smart scores the layup. Of his 18 assists, 9 of those were on made 3-pointers. Of his 10 assists tonight, 6 of them are made 3s. How about Durant? Cashes another one in. That overturned call at the 8.5-minute mark, if that stays Boston's way, they were down 10 at the time. They have a chance to cut it to single digits as Harden buries a 3. And then they've been on a big run since. And it's going to be the end of the line for the Celtics as Durant now just exclamation point, one after the other for the Brooklyn Nets. That series all tied at 2 apiece. The Suns and the Lakers in the West. And they are coming to a roar here at Barclays Center as Joe Harris, he's done all the giving today, finally knocks down a 3. Durant, Irving, Harden did not disappoint tonight. Harden goes for a 34-point triple-double. Durant with 24, Kyrie Irving with 25. And that's it. It's the end of the line for the Boston Celtics as the Brooklyn Nets will advance to round 2. A 123-109 victory.